What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Not Influence Show. We're recording live here at Alpine Ford on Highway 50 in Pueblo. If you're in the market for a new vehicle or a pre-owned quality vehicle, come see our sales team and they'll take care of you. It's been a while since we've recorded a show, but I'm excited about this one. Today's guest is the General Sales Manager of Alpine Ford, Jake Beltran. What's up, Jake?
What's up, Donnie?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So, Jake, I'm glad you came on the show. We've been talking about it for a long time. We finally made it happen.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. So, tell us a little bit about how your career started and, you know, the path that it's on right now in the auto sales industry.
So actually, when I first started, I just graduated high school. Was looking for a summertime job just before I went on to college, and walked in to interview for detail. Ended up selling cars. Didn't know that the opportunity in the car industry was there really until I started, and it kind of hooked me, and I've been in it ever since. Started as just a salesperson. Then I moved on and went into the finance manager position.
That's what you were doing when I came on board here at Alpine Ford. You were in the finance office.
Yep. So I went into finance and then went up to the sales tower to be a sales manager just because I genuinely enjoyed like selling cars and not being cooped up in an office all day.
Right.
Now I'm in the GSM spot, and coming up this month I'll be heading to Kansas City to go to GM school. So
yeah. And just to give everybody a little picture of that whole thing, you started right out of high school at 18, right?
Yep.
And how old are you now?
26.
And you're about to be a general manager.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Everything's kind of come pretty fast, but it all works out in the end. So
yeah. Yep. We work for a pretty good group, I think, you know?
Yeah, the Alpine group's been awesome for me. I mean, as far as opportunity to grow.
Definitely.
We continue to buy stores, which just means the opportunity for growth is always going to be there. So
it's a great group to work for sure.
Yep, 100%.
So what do you think it takes to be successful in sales?
Successful in sales. I think a big thing is just showing up to work every day, because when you first start as a salesperson, you're going to get told no a lot. And, in this industry, or even as a male or female, it doesn't matter. I mean, no isn't something that you like being told.
Right.
So that is something that tends to drive like the younger generation away. But in the end, it's just sticking through it. You're going to have things that you don't understand, that are going to hit you right away, but it doesn't matter. Show up the next day ready to work, and it'll pay off in the end.
Definitely. We have some pretty successful salespeople here at Alpine Ford. We got guys that are selling 20 cars or more every month.
Yeah, consistently. I mean, I have one of my top guys is now the top salesman for 8 months in a row.
Yeah. And I think most of the sales floor is usually over 11 or 12, right?
Yep.
It's a pretty good group of them that are always making a good paycheck for sure.
Yeah. We actually have a lot of really young talent that's kind of come through the doors here that they just wanted an opportunity. And me being the 18-year-old that, once walked into a dealership, felt only right to give back and, give them that chance, to go down the same path I have. So
definitely. We got a solid team of sales managers now.
Yeah, we have a really, really solid team at the desk. We have it in finance, on the sales floor. I mean, the store itself has made a complete turn.
Absolutely. And then, you and I are both passionate about being involved in the Pueblo community and, taking care of our customers and making sure that they have a good guest experience when they come through the door. I think everybody here is, we're happy to be here in Pueblo and be Pueblo's Ford dealer, right?
Oh, 100%.
And, we've got some, me being in the racing here in Pueblo, of course, we got to talk a little bit about some of our performance vehicles, right?
Yep.
So you've partnered with Sherrod on some pretty cool trucks, if you want to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think we got 6 Sherrod custom trucks that are coming here, which comes with the lift kit, bigger wheels, tires, kind of gives it that nice off-road look to it. I mean, those things have been flying out of here. You know, one of them we had on the showroom for 10 hours and it was gone.
Yep.
It's a super hot vehicle. We're trying to do things that, you know, people in our community are already doing. That way they don't have to worry about going out and finding this stuff, you know, outside of here.
Right. And then, of course, we got Mustangs, some dark horses. We got an allocation for a Mustang Dark Horse Supercharge, SC, right?
Yeah, that one I'm super excited for, actually.
Me too. And then, you know, I know when I was on the sales floor, I sold like 4 Raptor Rs. Like, that's just me. There's plenty of other people selling them. One just sold a couple of days ago, right?
Yep.
We move Raptor Rs out of here pretty good, huh?
So we typically sell them before they even get here.
Yep.
And we're pretty fair on pricing. I know there's a lot of dealers out there that do try to price gouge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that. I mean, granted, the market kind of dictates pricing, but at the end of the day, like I'm not here to take advantage of anybody.
Right.
I'm just here to, you know, give a good experience, make sure that customer comes back to see us down the road.
Definitely. We got a pretty good service department here now with Travis Hunter back there and all the mechanics, techs that he's got back there and service advisors. I think that our service department's made a full turn too, don't you?
Oh, 100%. Ever since we brought Travis on, which was about a year ago now, I mean, he's brought in a group of guys that truly care about getting the job done right and getting it done effectively and in a timely manner. In the past, we did kind of have some hiccups there as far as getting things done in a timely manner, back up on schedule.
Right.
But Travis has been able to bring on some techs and some service advisors that are local, you know, and they firmly believe in just taking care of the customer. And at the end of the day, that's all we're really here for.
Definitely. And we have a pretty good mobile service program going here too. I think they did like 109 mobile service calls this month.
Yeah, so mobile service has been huge. And for those of you guys that don't know about it, so Ford will actually do a pickup and delivery. There's no additional cost to you. So we can service your vehicle in your driveway at work, or we can pick it up and bring it back to the shop and have one of our certified mechanics look at it and get you right back on the road.
Definitely.
We can also offer you something to drive as well in the meantime, because we do understand that life doesn't stop just because, you know, your vehicle's broke down. You still got a job to go to. You still got kids to, you know, to take care of. So we will go ahead and we'll loan out a vehicle to you. That way you can continue life while we get you squared away.
Yep. And we always try to get somebody into something that's like what they've got, right? Like if they're in a truck, we try to put them in a truck. If they're in a SUV to take the family around, we try to make sure that we can accommodate that the best we can with whatever's in our loaner program, right?
Yep.
And so not only do we have a great sales team and an awesome service department running now, our parts department is pretty solid too, with Jeff Romero being in the lead there.
With Jeff and Travis, you know, one thing that I feel that we kind of lacked in the store was kind of meshing. Now, I mean, myself, Travis, Jeff, we all game plan. We all communicate, and that's the biggest thing in a store of this size is just communication. Communication is key to everything, and if you can tell somebody, hey, I messed up, or hey, we did a good job here, it'll do you wonders in the long run.
Definitely. Yeah. You know, and so if somebody wanted to get into sales, say there's a young 18-year-old out there like yourself that was wanting to get into sales now, what would be the first bit of advice you would give them?
Ooh, the first bit of advice. That's a tough one. Because, I mean, like I said, you know, it's all about showing up. A lot of times, I mean, people get scared of sales, especially auto sales. But anymore, I mean, the internet, most of the time your shoppers come in and know about the vehicle more than your sales team does. Because they do so much internet shopping that really we're in a customer service industry. I mean, there's a Ford store that's 30 minutes up the road from us. They have the same vehicles we do, same pricing, same incentives. The only thing that'll ever set us apart from the next dealer is the people we employ. And I just think being unique, being yourself, don't try and fall into the old sales guy thing where you got to strong arm people into car deals. Just come in and be yourself, be unique, and that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else.
Definitely. And then, you know, another reason that I asked you to come and sit down with me for a little talk about what we do here at Alpine Ford, and is because of all the support that I've gotten from you from day one, and Aaron as well, and of course the ownership, on being able to do my job for the racetrack here in Pueblo as well, Pueblo Motorsports Park, with the drag racing program there. I'm pretty blessed to work for you guys and the support you guys give me to be able to continue to do that. I've been quitting that every year since I started it 9 years ago, but it's a tough thing to walk away from. And I feel pretty in tune with the community in Pueblo that supports the track. A lot of people, it's crazy when I meet people from Pueblo that don't even know it's there, but it's grown, and, we'll see how this year goes. But, a big announcement that I wanted to do here with you is, and thank Alpine Ford and Alpine Automotive Group and you and Aaron, is you guys have agreed to sponsor Steel City No Prep, which is a race that we do on the backside of Pueblo Motorsports Park, along with Alpine Buick GMC South. And that's major. That's a big, big deal, because that sponsorship is going to help make that final race of that series, the survival of the fastest, what it needs to be to draw people into wanting to race each race, because that's where the big payouts are at, and that's what the sponsorship is going for and helping with. And I just wanted to tell you thank you on behalf of all the racers here in Pueblo and in Colorado, and some even come from out of state. But, racing is an expensive sport or hobby, depending on how you look at it. And without sponsorship, it's hard to put on races. It's hard to keep tracks open as well. So, I just appreciate you guys doing it. And I hope that you'll come out and watch some of these races. Maybe you can watch my truck go down the track.
I'll be out there to watch the truck go down.
That'll be good.
But no, I mean, thank you, on behalf of, Pueblo Motorsports Park, because what you do, I mean, like you said, you've, tried to step away for the past 9 years. And, you kind of spearheading it is huge. And I'm born and raised here. So, keeping activities open for the community is huge for me.
Definitely.
So that's why I was all on board when you asked if it's something we would be interested in.
Yep. And, we have a high school program out there. I hope more and more kids get involved. When I first started, the first year I was out there was only 2 kids racing. Every year since then, we've been anywhere from 8 to 12 or so kids racing in the series, and high school races on Friday nights, Friday night drags. And I hope that continues to grow. And, by partnering with, local companies here in Pueblo like Alpine Ford, that's good for Pueblo Motorsports Park. I think it's good for Alpine Ford as well, and Alpine Buick GMC, because there's a lot of racers in the Springs that come down and race here in Pueblo too,
Yeah.
So it's a major deal. It's a big thing, But, it's going to be a long summer. I'm going to be everywhere, but I can do it at least one more year.
Be a little darker.
I'll be, I usually darken up a little bit.
Yep.
So, but no, I appreciate you, man. I ain't going to hold up too much time because I know they need you out there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you.
And hopefully I'll start doing more of these now that the racing season's coming back on. But I've been wanting to make this happen with you before I got too deep in any of them, because we've known about this for a while, but now is a good time to announce the partnership between Alpine Ford, Alpine Buick GMC South, and Pueblo Motorsports Park in the Steel City No Prep Series. So thanks again, man.
Of course, thank
you. Appreciate you, Jake.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.